Hey guys, it's me Chuck, episode 11 of my journey. So, first of all, I'll start it off as a rant. Okay, 3 things. Number 1, stubborn pimple. Let's move on. Number 2, I ordered from McDonald's. So, simple order. Sausage McMuffin, no butter, no cheese. Okay, so I ordered that with 3 of those. And 3 double hamburgers, add shredded lettuce, no seasoning on the patties. Very simple. It's on their little board and or their screen, and they make it. So, got my order to go. Went over to Starbucks in that same complex. Then I noticed my sausage McMuffin was missing a sausage, and it had cheese and it had butter. So I'm like, "Yo, this is crazy." So I went back. The manager argued with me a little bit and says, "No, this is what you ordered. It's on your receipt. But if you guys really want to see the receipt, just DM me and I will show you how stupid this manager was." So people make mistakes. I understand. Maybe I'm a little too harsh. So she argued with me. So I said, you know what? Who the heck orders a cheese McMuffin? So I heard giggles on my left, giggles on my right, and the cashier was also about to burst out laughing. So my order was fixed. Went over to Starbucks again. Started eating on my way to Starbucks. Now I sat down again with my kids. Then I picked up my double hamburger and I opened it and there's no lettuce. So I went back real quick and I said, "Hey, you guys forgot to add the lettuce." It's like, "No, you put no lettuce." And I said, "Okay, that's cool, but when did a double hamburger come with lettuce to begin with? And you charge me for not having lettuce? That's kind of odd." So they added the lettuce and said, "Sorry, sir, blah, 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 blah." So I'm like, okay. So here's the ratio. If I visit McDonald's, any location, Metrotown, 41st and Victoria, or anywhere in Vancouver, the 10 visits, I say 5 or 6 of the visits, my order is messed up. Totally messed up. Okay? So it's a high street. The reason why I order from there, or I go to McDonald's, my kids want something quick. They choose, oh, McDonald's is there, it's fast, it's convenient. Most of the times, they mess up my coffee or the double hamburgers, which is a very common thing. I don't know what's going on. So let's move on to the third one. I received my bead packages, my Bead Freakz packages. So guess what? They're the wrong type of beads. Not wrong color, wrong size. So I'm pissed off. I have to deliver it back at my expense, and they will fix it and send it back. So now I have to wait 7 to 21 business days, which is totally messed up. So that's enough for the 3 rants of today. So let's move on to Bead Freakz. Okay, I was supposed to make my first comeback today on Bead Freakz. So real quick, little beads, perler beads, you put them on a grid, you iron them together, and it makes an image. So I've shown you in the past. I'll put links on the bottom to my Instagram account, and also I'll probably post pictures maybe, but check out my blog too. So the pricing, the work that's put into it, pricing, pay me back for my supplies, of course, if you are ordering. Each package of 1,000 of one color ranges from $3.50 Canadian all the way to $12 and sometimes more, depending if the shade or the color is rare. So not all the colors are available. There's glow-in-the-dark ones, there's gold glitter ones, there's gold perler beads. Those are hard to find. You go on Amazon, check it out. Let's see how much. They'll probably post it for $40 for 1,000 beads. So supplies are expensive sometimes. The basic ones are standard $3.50 to $4 a package, which I probably burn through a package on each design, unless they're a little keychain like this. And obviously I can make several of those. So I only charge people $3 to $4 for that keychain one, like a Super Mario mushroom, for example. So when people ask to order, can you do my logo, do this, do that? I already had 2 logo requests and a bunch of little gaming characters, 8-bit characters from Nintendo, Final Fantasy, whatever it may be. They have a huge list. I don't know. Please make up your mind what you need so I can find the images. If you have the images, please send me a clear image of your logo. Because if it's not clear and it looks pixelated, when I transfer that image into pixel form, it will pick up on the inconsistencies all across your image. So I'll have like little grays, whites, and blacks around the border when it's a black letter. So it should be like this, all white, but you see all these little cracks right there? That should be black, but if your image is not clear when I transfer it, it's gonna show gray, white, and a bunch of crazy stuff. I don't want to waste beads on that, so send me a clear picture. So on top of that, the hours put into it, the bigger the piece, the harder it is, and chances of it snapping on me when I iron it or it deforms, there's a good chance that may happen. So I do waste a lot of beads if it breaks in half. I don't just iron it back together and it fixes it. I have to redo the whole thing. So bigger pieces cost more money, uses more supply. It's a given thing. So when I lay out a price, if you think it's too pricey, do your research and find it elsewhere. You will come back to me and say that is a fair price. Because out there, for a little like Final Fantasy VII Cloud Sword, like this big, it's gonna cost you $100. I'll probably way cheaper than that, at least 50% cheaper, a little bit more than 50% cheaper. So pricing, don't be shocked. If you're doing bulk orders, you're not getting a discount. I'm just putting more work into it, making the same design and mass producing it, ironing it. Like small designs up to medium designs and large designs all take the same amount of concentration and time and effort. It's the same method I use, but bigger ones obviously take more time, and they're all fragile and they take time to cool down, stay flat, and if you want me to customize it into keychains or whatever, that's fine. I don't do frames, so I don't frame your work. That's up to you. Go to Michael's, get a frame, find out some ideas. If you want ideas from me, I'll be glad to give you ideas. So Bead Freakz will be another thing I'm working on, side thing attached to the It's Me Chuck brand, because that's me. That's what I love doing. I'm passionate about it, and that's what I'm adding to it. So thank you for the few emails I received about Bead Freakz. I'm surprised you guys caught that on the video on what it was, and yeah, you guys are actually watching. So thank you so much for tuning in. This is episode 11 of my journey.